For all intents and purposes, most people tend to think that Speed Duels is a dead format, and honestly, I can't blame them. For the most part, Konami's never really shown all that much love to Speed Duels, and it kinda just neglected it for a very long time. However, I want to go ahead and change that. I want to go ahead and present a brand new way to enjoy Speed Duels by presenting the brand new Speed Duels Progression Series. Taking inspiration from SEMO's iconic Progression Series, every week, me and my good friend Big Bear 2000 will open up 36 packs of my very own custom-made Speed Duel packs to try and power up our decks. At the end of each episode, me and him will have a best of 3 match to decide the winner of each episode. I hope you're excited because this is the Speed Duels Progression Series. Man, oh man, that was another decisive victory for Team Topsy, and you know, I find it kind of funny that after the back-to-back losses to me, Bear has decided to go onto the Discord and pretty much assemble the Avengers to try and construct a deck in order to beat me in today's episode. So we'll see how well Bear does with his little help he received. So far in the series, as you can see, I am currently in the lead with Bear trailing behind by quite a bit so far. So let's see if Bear can put on some heat on me and try and catch up somewhat in the series. But enough humble bragging on my side. Let's go and talk about today's episode. And in today's episode, we finally reached the era of the Speed Duel boxes. That's right, no more booster boxes nor starter decks. Now we're onto the actual full-on Speed Duel boxes. And the very set we're going to be going into is the original Battle City box with the custom set Battle City Rivals. And I am so excited for today's set just because one of my personal favorite archetypes in Speed Duels is introduced in today's episode, and I just want to go ahead and talk about it right now. So let's go on, jump on to yugioh Pro to talk about that real quick. Alright then, so here we are on the yugioh Pro website, and here we have it right here. We have Battle City Rivals. And as I mentioned, I am so excited for today's set just because one of my personal favorite archetypes gets introduced here with the magnets. If possible at all today, I would absolutely love to go ahead and pilot the magnet strategy, which is not going to be that easy for today because Valkyrian's an ultra rare in this set, Magnetic Field is a super rare as well, alongside Delta, which are all really important cards for the strategy. But in the bare minimum, all the other magnet monsters with Beta, Gamma, Alpha, they're all commons, so they should be fairly easy to pick up a playset of each of them. But nevertheless, if you do want to play this deck, you do need at least a copy of Magnetic Field in order to make it work. But besides the magnet cards, we also do get access to a few of the Egyptian god cards with Slife the Sky Dragon and Obelisk the Tormentor, which could be interesting to explore as dedicated strategies, but I wouldn't bank on it too much. Besides those cards, we get a lot of very great generic cards such as Book of Moon, Exile Force, Mage Power. We also got Rhoda finally, Strength, Soul Exchange, Hammer Shot. As you can see, we have a ton of great cards that are going to be introduced in today's episode. But if we take a look at the Secret Rare section, we'll see 2 of the most game-breaking cards to come out in Speed Duel's history with Breaker the Magical Warrior and Jinzo. Genuinely speaking, if me or Bear ends up getting a copy of either one of these cards, it's going to be like a meta warping just because these 2 cards are individually so unbelievably powerful. But moving down to the lower rarity stuff, we can see some other great stuff being available to us. Cards like Zero Gravity and Draining Shield are going to be great for defensive based strategies. We also have Rock Bombardment, which could be really fun with the aforementioned magnet strategy. Deslakuda alongside the other Pac-Man cards with Swarm Locust and Swarm Scarabs are really problematic cards that we should definitely keep an eye out for future episodes and not today. But besides the Pac-Man cards, something interesting that ends up coming up in this set is the fact that Red Eyes Black Dragon alongside Blue Eyes White Dragon, more importantly, get reprinted here as commons, which might not seem like a big deal to you guys right now, but take into consideration that one of the decks me and Bear didn't get a chance to actually fully explore was the Dragon Color strategy. But with multiple copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon under our arsenal with a decent amount of Lord of Dragons and Fluid Summoning Dragons, this could prove to be a very powerful strategy if we decide to go ahead and dive into that. And if we pair that up with a card like Champion's Vigilance, you know what, we might have a pretty good strategy moving on forward. But as I said guys, there's a lot of great stuff to come out of this set and I am so excited to go ahead and dive into these packs. Realistically, as for skills in today's episode, there's like a few decent skills, but the most important one that I am looking forward to is the magnet one. Besides that, there isn't all that much. And that skill being magnetic attraction, which is a pretty damn good skill for the magnet strategy, which essentially lets me go ahead and search my deck for a magnet monster whenever I normal summon one of them, and or search out Valkyria when I have 2 or more in my hand, which is extremely important, especially if you want to go ahead and play the Valkyria and the Magnet Warrior. But as I said, guys, super excited for today's episode, and I can't wait to get into these packs. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go into the pack simulator.
Alright guys, welcome to the episode of Progression Series, SpeedDuels edition, and we are back on Battle City Rivals this time around. And it looks like we're going to be getting some pretty cool cards. They kind of look like they're going to be more GOAT oriented from what I can tell. Minus a couple, but when I see cards that are in Pac-Man, see warriors, generic warrior support, blowback dragon, giving back shots and such. It's going to be a pretty fun time. We also got some cool generic stuff. Our secret rares are going to be Breaker and Jinzo, which is pretty cool. Some of the GOATs. We got Kaiku in here as well. A lot of really cool cards in here. I always seem to get Exiled Force on any progression series I've ever been on. I hope that maintains true here. And Book of Moon and Rhoda as well. So let's hope to get some of those as well. And then actually let's go ahead and take a look at some of the skills we're going to be going through and that are now available to us. So we have the magnet skill. Fun fact, this is actually the first skill I ever used in a duel against Topsy, or my first speed duel ever. He had something else, I can't remember, but I was using the magnet warrior stuff and that was pretty fun. And they're also available in this set. Next up, it's Jinzo. So it's unaffected by your opponent's skill cards, Jinzo that is, and also trap cards since that's his effect. If you control Jinzo, look down at 1 face down card in your opponent's spell trap zone. If it's a trap, draw a card. So it's like an extra draw per turn, and while your opponent has a trap in their, back row that they can't even use. So it's basically getting a free draw if they set a trap. So kind of like a checkmate, and it actually is pretty good, I'd say. Maybe not the best in terms of just like a raw, skill in terms of being able to enable your deck, but it is a nice little bonus. Topsy actually let us know about this one during the last episode. We do have cards where we can take advantage of this skill. This is the Twisted Personality skill. So every time we lose life points, we can place a counter on this card, and then we can use any of the following skills. Remove 2 counters from this card, discard a card from our opponent's hand. That's pretty powerful. Remove 3 counters from this card, destroy 1 face-up card our opponent controls. That is also very strong. So, the reason we're able to do this is because we have cards like Nightmare Wheel and Mask of the Accursed. So that is something to keep in mind. It's a little bit cheesy. He told me that this was something that actually was on a ban list or something like that. So yes, this one might be something we could do, but it also may kind of cheesy and something he might expect from us. So maybe I won't. So basically, we kind of lack back row removal for the most part. Topsy has 3 of most of the back row removal cards. We do not. So this is a way to be able to maybe counteract that or counterbalance it, perhaps. Basically, during the battle phase, if we inflict battle damage, we can destroy a spell trap, which is pretty good. Will he probably be a battle trap and he activating it before we get a chance to use this? Yeah, probably, but at least we have it. Next, we have Fusion Party. Basically, you discard a card and you can do a polymerization whenever you want. Yeah, from your hand or field. So it's basically poly whenever you want it. You don't have to put the poly in your deck. You can just use this card. Pretty solid. And those are all available to us. And then we already sort of went over the cards that we were looking for. So let's go ahead and actually get to opening up these right now. We're going to open up 36 of these bad boys and hopefully we get lucky. All right, first pack. We got Warrior returning alive. We got Magnet Force. So that deals with machines and rocks. Obviously, the Magnet Warriors are in here. Those are also rocks. I think we also have generic rock support, generic warrior support in here. Some spellcaster, spell counter stuff in here as well. Dark Magician Girl stuff. Acid Trap Hole is a card as well. Block Golem is a good rock support card. Swarm of Locust is back row removal, playing like a Pac-Man-esque strategy. Strike Ninja, that might be good if there's a deck that deals with banishing cards.
Alrighty then, so 36 packs of Battle City Rivals. Let's get it. Alright then, pack number 1, let's see. Okay, not much going on in the first pack. Fairy Wind is kind of cool, especially since we are kind of pining for back removal after Bear ended up limiting our Dust Tornadoes to 3, which makes it kind of rough, so not mad at that. Ooh, okay. Pack number 2, now we're cooking with grease. So we have Blue Eyes White Dragon alongside Spear Dragon, and as I mentioned, if we do want to play the Dragon Color strategy, these 2 cards are going to be integral for that. So you know what? Definitely something that worth considering right now. Ooh, okay. So Mahavilo alongside Rock Bombardment is not bad whatsoever. But also, keep in mind, Swarm of Scarabs is also another card we just ended up picking up. So I'm actually kind of happy to see this pack. Not bad whatsoever.
Deslakuta, we're getting some Pac-Man stuff in here, which is pretty cool. We got the puppet, okay, fiend type stuff here. All right. Unbreakable Spirit is actually not too bad of a card as well. I'm liking what we're seeing. Draining Shield, yeah, so that's protection against attack. And then we got some more warrior support. We got negate attack. Getting some cool stuff. Getting some good generic stuff here as well.
Alright then, so a few packs in now, and I believe this is our playset of Swarm of Scarabs now. We haven't seen any Lakutas and or Locusts, so we definitely want to see a few more if we potentially play something with Pac-Man today. We'll see though. Okay, cool. That is a playset now of Blue Eyes White Dragon, so honestly, Dragon Color is definitely on the table for today's episode, so I don't know, maybe we'll have to see.
We got another magnet card. That's pretty good. And as we get more magnets, maybe we'll take a look a bit more into what we can do with those. Another rock support card, Attack the Moon. That's pretty good. Another good rock card, Rock Spirit. Rock Spirit is a very good card as well.
Ooh, okay. So we just ended up picking up 2 really important cards right now. Mirror Wall alongside Absorbing Jar. And as I mentioned, back removal is getting a little more difficult to get come around just because of the limitations to Dust Tornado, but these 2 cards in particular are very powerful. So if you want to go and play something a lot more aggressive with back row, Absorbing Jar is a great card. Especially because Bear loves playing back row, so very heavy with that. So definitely a card to consider for the for like the side deck or something. So we'll see. And Mirror Wall, super annoying card to deal with during the battle phase, so I am happy to see that as well. Oh wow, back-to-back amazing packs. Reinforcement of the army is insane. I don't know if you have any like crazy warrior monster we can search right now besides I guess Rocket Warrior, which isn't like crazy, but like definitely a card that I want to have at least a copy of in my collection. So very happy to see that. Okay, we have like three back-to-back packs with a holo. Mind Crush, definitely a side deck card, but yeah, no, I think it's mostly just a side deck card, but I'm very happy to see that. Very powerful card. But also Zero Gravity, happy to see that as well. We're getting it's getting a bit difficult to play more defensively currently just because of the ban list right now, but Zero Gravity is definitely a card that we should not be sleeping on.
We got our first Blowback Dragon and a Gaia. So we did have a skill earlier, I believe episode before, we got access to a skill where we can normal summon this card without tributing just in general, even if we had cards in our hand, which is solid because he's obviously 2,300 attack. And then maybe we can make a little warrior deck or just like a beatdown deck with Gaia. Obviously we need more Gaias. We did get another Gaia card, but it's not this one, it's a different one. I think it's like a beefed up version of him. But I'm actually happy to see Gaia. Maybe we can actually go back and look at that skill to see if we can use it now though. Next up, Fusion Recycling Plant. That's a pretty good field spell actually. I would say so.
Oh no. Oh wow. Fair buddy, I'm sorry man. Oh my god. Jinzo, that is nasty. That is dastardly. We have to build something around that now. Oh god. I mean, what? I am a lot of words, guys. I don't know what to say right now. That's insane. Wow. Okay. We're not even at the halfway point yet, and we've gone insane so far.
All right. Absorbing Jar. So this is like the back row removal jar. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. And then we got the skilled blue magician. Maybe there's like a little skilled magician thing we can get going here that I probably might need to take a look at as well. Ooh, Kaiku. Kaiku's sick. I love seeing Kaiku. So this is good if our opponent really needs to use the graveyard and we get this out early. This can be super annoying for him to deal with. And not to mention we also got our third block golem as well. So that is also great to see.
Oh, okay. Spear Dragon. That's our second copy now. Pretty happy to see that. Oh, man, I am so conflicted as to what exactly I want to do for today's episode. As I mentioned, Dragon Color is definitely something we can definitely do today. We could potentially run up something with Pac-Man. Of course, we have the Jinzo now, so I thought about maybe working something around with that. But like, what if we just do like Dragon Color Jinzo or something like that? We'll see though. But very happy to see that. Okay, literally just a pack later, and we have another Spear Dragon. So we have a playset of these now. Do we have any stomping instructions? That's the question. That could go crazy. We'll have to see. Okay, 4 copies of Spear Dragon? That's ridiculous. Alrighty, okay. This is getting ridiculous now. I don't want more. Please, give me something else.
Mind Crush Ultra Rare. We're getting some pretty good holos right now. Some good generic ones. This would be good to counteract the what is it called? The butterfly, the golden apple butterfly or whatever it is. We also got Fairy Wind, which is a good back row removal as well. Actually pretty solid, especially if we're going into a back row heavy format. It's where they're all face up. So yeah, and then they also take damage for it too, which is pretty solid. I'm hoping that's a playset of the Rock Spirit as well.
Okay, that's kind of an interesting one. Creature Swap. This is definitely something worth considering, especially if we do play the Dragon deck. Just because of Spear Dragon specifically, because it goes into defense mode, but an interesting card, I guess. But that's another copy of Locust. Is that our second copy, or is this our third copy now? Second copy only. Okay. I mean, granted, it's like it's not the worst one. I mean, 2's not bad. I'll just say that.
Okay, we'll kind of speed it up a little bit more here now. Okay, we got Grand Marg, the Rock Monarch, so this is good. We get to, whenever we summon this, we target a set card in the field, destroy it. So if he has a lot of, he usually does have his stuff set quite often. So maybe we're able to surprise him with this guy as well now.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Grandmerg and Deslacuda in the same pack. Guys, we are just goated with pulling holos. Like, look at this. Ridiculous. Man, okay. God, I don't know what to do right now. You can't make this up. Double Jinzo. Double Jinzo. Okay, yeah, no. A screw Dragon Collar, I guess. We're doing something with Jinzo. We gotta figure something out with Jinzo. There's a skill with Jinzo. I don't know if it's good though, so we'll have to check it out. Man, oh wow. Oh god. This is gonna be nasty.
Spell Canceller. Spell cards and their effects on the field cannot be activated. Negate all spells. That's pretty good too. I mean, that might be a side deck card. I'm not too sure, but it seems pretty alright.
Haiku the Ghost Destroyer is kind of neat. Can we do anything with this besides just, I guess, graveyard management? I don't know. But cool card to get nevertheless.
Yes! And we got Mage, dude, we're getting such good pulls, holy crap. And we got Mage Power too. So Mage Power, I already have a equip engine in most of my decks. This would pretty much put it on top, especially because we have Iron Blacksmith Kontetsu. So we are able to search this, the Mask of the Accursed, Fighting Spirit, and I think we have a couple other cool swords that we're able to use too. But this is like amazing. We're getting like probably the best pulls of the season so far, or the series so far in these packs, which is nice to see.
Ooh, okay, so Metaverse, really cool card. It would have been a lot cooler if we had gotten a worthwhile field spell, but in future episodes we are gonna get access to some better field spells. One that comes to mind is Legendary Ocean, a deck that I would really love to play, but you know what, not bad. I'll take it.
And lastly, we have a third version, or a third card of the Destruction Swordsman Fusion for summoning the Dark Paladin. They're also coming out with a chibi version of this card in the TCG, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, wow. Add that to collection 100%. Taking a look at what we got here, we had a pretty good luck. We had 4 Ultras and 4 Supers, which is kind of crazy because before this, I think I would maybe get like 4 or 5. I would mostly get Supers, and there would probably be like a total of like 6 holos, and like 4 of them were supers, 2 ultras, something like that, but they decided to reward us pretty good here. We also got pretty good rare pulls as well. Rounded up a couple play sets of like good generic stuff in here. I'm feeling pretty good about it. And we did get a blowback dragon. I wish we could have got another one, maybe to use that skill that I was talking about, but having one of this, and I'm sure we maybe have a couple other coin flip cards in our arsenal of cards. Maybe we can make a deck with that too as well, which I'm also excited to do. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see what we can cook up, because I actually am using some of Topsy's viewers' help over in his Discord. So we're gonna see what we can cook up, and then I'm gonna be sure to whoever helped gets a shout out in the whenever we do the deck profiles and all that. So yes, let's go ahead and start cooking.
Alright guys, we are now on the last pack. Let's go and do this one by one. We have Gamma, we have Skilled Red Magician, Dunamis Dark Witch, Copy Knight, Skilled White Magician, Strike Ninja, Blue Eyes, Legend, and finally, we have Magic Drain. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I have no complaints about today's opening. We got multiple Locusts, multiple Scarabs. Very happy to see those cards in particular. Let's see, what else did we get here? So we have more than a playset of Blue Eyes White Dragons, so Dragon Caller is definitely on the table for a future episode. As I mentioned, we already completed the playset of the Magnets, but we got no copies of the Field Spell nor Valkyrion, which is really unfortunate. We only got 1 copy of Deslakuta, which isn't the worst. I mean, at least we got him, so there's that. Moving down some more, we can see we have 2 copies of Absorbing Jar, which is gonna go crazy when Bear to go and teach Bear a lesson with playing so much back row. Drain Shield, we got at least 2 copies. Only 1 Zero Gravity, which kind of sucks, but I mean, it's whatever. This is absolutely insane though. 2 Jinzos, Mirror Wall, 4 copies of Spear Dragon, Mahavilo, Kaiku, Metaverse, Grandmerc, Rhoda, and Mind Crush. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like we absolutely crushed it with today's opening, and we're doing something with Jinzo. Whatever we do today, it's gonna involve Jinzo, so we'll have to figure out what exactly we want to do, but it's looking kind of like a wrap for today. I mean, I might be speaking too early, but double Jinzo, it's kind of hard to beat that. But okay, I'll see you guys in the deck build. Let's see what Bear ends up rolling up with today.
Alright guys, and now we're back with the deck list. So for today's strategy, we are going to be using sort of like a little bit of a Monarch deck. You know, I'm thinking, where'd you get this idea? How did this come to be? How did this come into fruition? And this is actually through you guys. I actually sent a message in Topsy's Discord asking if anybody wanted to see maybe if we can come up with something to beat Topsy, since we've been struggling a little bit. Let's be fair, let's be honest here. And we came up with this, and the people that helped me are going to be Hunter and Delicates in the Discord server. So shout out to those guys. A round of booty claps for my guys over there. They were very helpful, and this deck has gone through a little bit of iteration since Hunter started it. Me and Delicate sort of try to perfect it a little bit, make it as perfect as possible. So we're going to be running our best tributes to Dark Triceratops. This is piercing damage, works very well with our Sphere Rebo, since not a lot of things are over 2400 attack. If we put something in defense, I really doubt that they'll have more than 2400 defense. Inflict piercing, do some good damage. Next, we have a Monarch, the Grand Marg. So basically, if he has a set back row, we can pop that. Set monster, we could pop that. Ignore flip effects and such stuff like that. We have our best level 4 in terms of attack stats, which is going to be Zambira. This is another way for us to just clear out his board with just brute force, so that's quite good as well. Another new card over here, like the Grand Mark, is going to be the Kaiku. This is going to allow us to cancel out any graveyard decks that our opponent might be running. This is just a very solid card, and I wish we got 2 of this, but 1 Kaiku will do. He's the GOAT. Also, just good statted in general. Next up, we got Dekoichi. This is for Draw Engine and Tribute. Since we do have a couple Battle Fader type S cards in here, we could flip this, draw a card, tribute it off, and maximum value right there. And then a Sphere Rebo, as we mentioned. We have the Gale Lizard here, main deck. Generically, just a good card. Anything in our deck that we can put that just maximizes value is what we're going to be prioritizing, so this works well for that. Next, we have Dark Mimic level 1. Basically, Dekoichi, just a little bit smaller, so that's why he's here. And we do need a fair bit of cards that we're able to tribute off for our tribute summons, even though we do only have 3. All right, next up is Twister. So just generic back row removal. That's what we're looking for. That's why we're also running the Dust Tornado. And for our Battle Trick cards, we're running Draining Shield. Next, we don't really have monster removal like that, so anything in that sort of realm is very good. That's why we're running the 2 Michizuri that we have. I believe the last deck we took a break from using it and probably got punished for it. Nightmare Wheel, just a generically good card. It is a also a battle fader of some echelons, but obviously you get the caveat where you get to burn them for 500, which is pretty good. And then here we have Shadow Reborn. So this card, this skill specifically works well with this deck because it allows us to either A, bring back our tribute summon monsters, or just if we had any tribute monsters on the field or hand that went to graveyard, bring those from the graveyard back and have a big, like a good card essentially on the field, or we're able to bring back one of our little guys, tribute it off for the tribute monster in our hand. We do have to pay half our life points, but if we're using Draining Shields, it should work fairly well. All right, and then the extra deck doesn't really matter. We're just filling up with our flex cards. Of course, we're putting the Dark Paladin in there because why wouldn't I? And for the side deck, we're running some unique stuff, I'd say. So Beatdown. If they are doing a deck that also requires something similar of building up to something that's quite strong, we basically would allow our tributes to be hopefully stronger than their tributes. And that's pretty much it. Then we have Spell Canceller. If they're running a lot of spells, as you can tell, we're not running a lot. But if they are, we have the Spell Canceller, and we can replace one of our tributes or just add it in. And this will shut down that strategy, or whatever it may be, in its tracks. Mind Crush, this is a generically good card if they have a problem card in their hand, if they have a deck that does a lot of searching and adding to hand. If he has the Golden Ladybug, there are certain implications where this card is very good, like Relinquished. If we think he has the Relinquished in his hand and he activates his skill, snipe the Relinquished out, or whatever it may so be. Next, Wild Tornado, another back row removal card. Final Attack Order. So if he's playing a very defensive, stall-oriented deck, this will sort of cancel out that a bit, allowing us to be able to break through the wall, inflict piercing hopefully, and yeah, do some good damage. I don't know if how the piercing matters because they can't put anything in defense, but yeah, you get the point. This is Monarchs the deck. We'll see if it's good. I hope so. Thank you again for Hunter and Delicates for helping me make this one. Let's go ahead and get to the duels.
Alright then guys, so here we have today's deck, and as you can see, we are playing our very own version of Monarch Beatdown of some sort with a little Pac-Man engine. I know this deck looks a little bit unorthodox, but after a bit of playtesting, it's pretty damn good. So let's go and do a quick breakdown exactly explaining why we chose the cards we did and what exactly the game plan really is with this deck. So first off, as you can see, we have Dark Ruler Hades, Double Jinzo, and Grandmerc the Rock Monarch as our dedicated Monarch monsters. These are all single tribute cards that should have a big impact on the duel. Grandmerc being able to destroy a set monster, Jinzo stopping Bear from activating any trap cards, and Dark Ruler Hades being able to deal with any monster that has an effect after being destroyed, that being a flip monster or any monster of that sort. So I feel like this is a pretty damn strong lineup of monsters. Also, they all eclipse the 2400 attack threshold, so that should be pretty intimidating for Bear to deal with. As for the supporting cast of monsters, let's actually go ahead and move this up right here. We have Old Vindictive Magician alongside Gale Lizard as problematic set monster that we can go ahead and deal with any problematic monster Bear might have during a duel. And additionally, we have the Pac-Man engine as well with the Locust, the Scarabs, and finally Deslacuda as our monsters that are going to be paired up with the Monarchs in order to go ahead and take over the duel very effectively. So essentially the game plan is going ahead and setting one of our monsters like a Gale Lizard, a Old Vindictive, a Pac-Man monster, protecting it for an entire turn with either the Sphere Karibos, the Drain Shield, Floodgate, Zero Gravity, and pretty much on the crackback being able to flip any of these cards up, deal with something on Bear's side of the field, and then tribute off that monster for one of our Monarch cards. And as I said, after a bit of playtesting, this works pretty damn effectively, and I'm hoping that it does the same kind of work during today's episode. The skill that I went ahead and paired this deck up with is Switcheroo for the very situations where I have a hand that doesn't have a way to protect the set monster, doesn't have access to a Monarch of some sort, or there's just something I don't like in my opening hand. And being able to do this twice in a duel is pretty damn good. Finally, for the side deck, we have Double Absorbing Jar, Warrior Elimination, and finally Twister. I ended up choosing these cards for a few reasons. This is for if Bear decides to get a little cute with his back row and just sets pretty much all of it. He's been doing that a lot lately, so this is a good way to put that in check. Additionally, the Warrior Elimination, it's for Geki. We did have cards like Rocket Warrior that might have Bear interested in running a Warrior deck, so that's why we have it here. Also, Rhoda was printed, so again, more indication as to Warrior potentially being in the format. And finally, we have Twister here as our dedicated form of back removal if we happen to need it and the Locust isn't enough. Because we are running triple Sphere Karibo, we can't play any copies of Dust Tornado, and I don't like the fact that Dice Spoon isn't guaranteed, so Twister is the next best thing. But yeah guys, with that, this pretty much is the deck we're going to be rolling up with today's episode. I'm feeling really good about it, so hopefully we can get a victory. Alright, with that being said, let's get into the duels. Alrighty Bear, how we doing today, buddy?
I am doing fantastic.
Alright, so guys, welcome back to the Progression Series, and apparently, as I mentioned to you guys earlier in the video, Bear ended up getting some help from the Discord to try and build something in order to beat me. So Bear, how did you find yourself with that little endeavor? I went ahead and made myself like scarce from that. Whenever I saw you guys were on the Discord, I decided not to hop in just so I would go in completely blind, but how'd you find the experience?
Yeah, your viewers are pretty good. I'd argue some of them are better than you.
Oh. Oh,
but
man. Okay.
But yeah, a lot of help from specifically Delicates and Hunter were the two that helped me build the deck that you're gonna be seeing today.
All right, well, shout out to both of them then. Okay, if you guys are watching the video, go ahead and comment in the comment section below. Let us know. Shout yourself out. Alrighty, bud. So as you can see, guys, we are on yugioh today. Unfortunately, we aren't going to be using Omega, at least for the foreseeable future, just because we've had so many issues with the skills, and it really sucks because I like Omega a lot. So yugioh, we're back to old reliable. Okay, let's get started.
It should be a damn crime I only have one Dust Tornado.
Hey, well, I mean, I'm not able to play a lot of my good cards together. Ah, damn it. Okay, I thought I was going to outsmart you. Okay.
Ooh, we got a Bandit Keith skill, huh?
Oh, why'd you do that? Okay, I'll activate my skill. Switcheroo. Okay.
A mulligan, okay.
Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and start off fairly tame. Okay.
It seems like it.
Triple set pass.
Gotta love it.
Right.
We're gonna play into those columns.
Okay.
Off to you.
So, alrighty, buddy. I guess I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. I'm gonna flip over Swarm of Locust.
Oh god, jeez, of course. Which one are you popping?
The one on my left. The one closest to your deck.
Okay. That's fine.
Rain shield. Okay. And that's not all, buddy. I got something more for you. But do I want to do it? That's the question.
Do you?
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna tribute the Locust to summon out Jinzo.
Oh no.
All right, let's go and attack into that set monster. Let's see, what is it?
That's fine.
Dekoichi. Okay. Gotta draw. Alrighty, I think I'm sitting pretty right now, so let's see what you can do.
You're sitting pretty, I'll say that.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Okay. I think that's all I'm gonna be doing for now.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and set another card, enter battle, and you know what? We're just gonna keep going with Jinzo.
That is a-okay.
Ooh, Gale Lizard. Okay, not bad. Yeah. So you do have an out to my to my Jinzo.
Yeah,
Oh man, how many of these do you have? I forgot how many you pulled.
just the one.
Just the one. Okay. All right. Oh, so okay. I just realized you have like a what Odeon skill?
Is his name Marie? What is his name?
Oh, Merrick. It shows
Merrick.
Odeon for the picture for me right now.
Really?
Yeah, that's
It's
funny.
a Merrick skill.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
And then we're gonna summon this guy,
Ooh, Doma. Okay.
and we'll trigger whatever battle traps you got back there.
And you will. I'm gonna go ahead and activate my Drain Shield.
Mm. Little boost to the life
Yeah.
points. Okay.
You know, I'm chilling. I'm sitting. Chilling. All right. Well, let's go ahead and flip over the Swarm of Scarabs. We'll get rid of that Zombraya.
Oh no. Tribute off for Jinzo.
Now we're gonna go ahead and tribute off for Jinzo.
Gotcha.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Let's see. Are we getting big damage in?
Hell no, I get that shit.
Ah, no! Damn it, you're onto the spear. Okay.
Alright. Time to bring back let's actually show you my skill.
Shadow
here.
Reborn. Okay, you have Monster Reborn.
Yeah. We're actually gonna bring back the Zumbira.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna set 1. Set 2.
Okay.
Attempt to battle again.
Alrighty. Well, I'm a sphere, your sphere.
Ooh.
Sphere for sphere, bro.
Being-
Sphere.
We're being met with the sphere.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
I could have did something else. I'm glad I didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna go activate my skill once again. Switcheroo.
Okay.
I think I'll set that. We'll go ahead and switch our Genzo back to attack mode.
Mm-hmm.
What am I more concerned with? The Zombraya or the set monster?
Depends. You think I got another sphere, Kariba?
Alright, we're gonna attack the set monster.
Okay.
Another Dekoichi. Okay. Your turn now.
We are going to. We're gonna show you a new card. New
Okay.
card PogChamp here.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one.
And now I need to think the same thing here. What
Mhm.
should I be popping here? I think I'm actually gonna go for your back row just in case you can negate this attack.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then I'm gonna go battle here.
Mhm.
I'm actually gonna just crash into your Jinzo.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna activate my Michizure and pop your set.
Oh my god, okay.
Okay, I see you.
Oh, wow, okay. We are not doing
I'm not doing good. Look, you're at 6,000.
oh boy, okay. Let me think.
I think I have plenty of good top decks though, so I'm feeling good. Do you kind of see what deck I'm playing?
It seems to be just like tribute good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're playing Monarchs, baby.
Yeah, okay. We took very different routes on this. Very different.
Indeed, we did. Off to you, my goat.
Alrighty. I am glad you didn't have a monster because I'm gonna flip over Deslakuta.
Mm.
Back.
You know what's funny is I have more monsters than spell traps, and I seem to be getting a lot of the spell traps right now.
Alright.
Okay, that's good.
Oh no. I don't like the sound of that. Ooh, okay.
We do have to get rid of that Deslakuta. Unfortunately. Then we're gonna have to end our turn, unfortunately. I'm surprised I'm not seeing any more back row out of you.
Yeah, I'm kind of having the opposite issue of you. I'm not seeing that much of my back row comparatively to my monsters.
It's obviously a skill issue.
Yeah, clearly. There's a move I can make, but
You afraid of any certain back row?
yeah.
I wish I got a Jinzo.
Alright, we're gonna go flip over Gale Lizard. I'm gonna bounce
Okay.
back to Zombraya.
Okay.
I'm then going to go ahead and
You have another tribute? Oh, okay.
Go ahead and go in for damage.
Just to clear out my background.
Okay.
Good dreams, shield.
Yeah. Not great. Okay. That's the thing I was worried about, like, a lot of this back row stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. There he is.
Bring back the guy himself again.
Mm-hmm.
So actually target this set.
Okay. Yep. That is the move.
Yep. And it's off to you again, my goat. You get any Book of Moons to reset that Gale?
I wish. I wish. Are you implying that you potentially have a Book of Moon?
Nah, dude. I get bad stuff.
Alright.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a pretty good one. Let's go pop the one there.
Oh, and you hit the good one too. That
Alright.
sucks.
Alrighty, Grandmerg. Let's see. Alrighty. You know, I think I still don't have a single copy of Michizuri, which is super upsetting.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
Off to you.
Okay. Hmm.
Are you getting masturbated right now?
I'm a bit concerned. Okay. Go ahead. Guess we'll take the bait. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
No. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I hate the fact that you have this card. I mean, granted, I can still take you out. You know, that still is an option.
Let's see. Let's make it annoying for you.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, that is a little bit annoying.
I just hope it's not like a flip that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Skier Karibo, you annoying ass card.
Yeah. At least I have a little bit more defense. So if it's like a. No, it didn't matter.
Alright.
This is why I didn't want to activate my Shadow Reborn so early, but I kind of had to.
Yeah, no, I get you. I do. Alrighty.
So I got plenty of monsters to draw here.
So I'm thinking right now, so what I want to do. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna go ahead and get in some nice little damage.
That's fine.
Mad 500. Alright, your turn.
Mad 500. Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a very good one.
Going the Ladybug goes hard here, I guess.
Did you forget to set the scarabs again?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you're
Oh,
baiting me.
Kaiku.
Yeah.
Kaiku's not bad at all. Funny thing, I did actually end up getting my own copy of Kaiku as well.
Really?
Yeah.
We playing a bunch of flip effects here. You got another Sphere Karibo.
I gotta think right here.
So you have another Karibo. So you're not playing back row removal. Okay. You're not playing back row removal? You're not playing Dust Tornado?
I'm playing stuff. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it, buddy.
I'll have you know they're both at 3, so if you're running the Dust Tornado with those Sphere Karibos, I'm gonna have to call faulty.
That's what I had to check
Okay, so
before
you can just do it again.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
That's what I had to think
fine.
about.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have like so much monster removal, and I have like 0.
Yeah.
So it makes it really annoying.
That's what I kind of figured. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on chipping away at you, bud.
That's fine. I don't think I'm worried about the scarabs.
You're telling me you're
I'm
not
more worried
afraid of
about decking
scarabs?
out. Yeah, I'm more worried about decking out, to be fair.
Bro, it's gonna be insane if I beat you a 3rd time by deck out in this series.
Yeah. You're the one playing the Pac-Man cards, so...
I mean, they work. Okay, okay. I will say this: they work kind of okay with tribute. You know, it's doing its job. Ooh, this is kind of filthy. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna activate the Shallow Graveyard.
Are you able to pop sets?
Yeah, any monster.
Gotcha.
Okay, and there I can go ahead. I'm gonna bring back like Locust.
Hmm.
Because I feel like
That
at this
doesn't really
point.
matter for me.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and we'll set those.
The Gel, yeah. Okay, we'll
Feel
scare
free
up
to
here.
attack. At least I get it back to my. Oh, I thought it goes back to my hand for a second.
No,
Like the game.
no, buddy, no.
Oops.
Alrighty, and I think I kind of feel like I win here. If you don't have much of a okay, that's fair. It's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do think it's interesting how we both rolled up. We keep on having like the same wavelength when it comes to deck building.
Yeah. Well, this is your viewers. I might be letting them down now, but.
All right, we'll go ahead and Locust here. Just to be extra safe, I'm just gonna pop the middle back row. Make sure. Yeah, drain shield.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's 15. We'll set that. Your battle. And I'll try to beat you without deck out. We'll see though. Okay, you know what's crazy though? My Pac-Man pulls weren't as good as I would have liked them to be.
Really?
Yeah. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. Set one. Pass it over to you.
Alright.
Lord, I wish I had monster removal.
And I guess that's game, huh? Yep, that's game.
Yeah.
Scare up for game. Locust for game.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Whew, okay,
Yeah,
game one to
I'm
me.
not sure how much better I could have played that.
No,
to be
yeah, no.
fair.
I mean, this is a very cerebral match. Like, you gotta really consider your the way you use your resources. But good shit, man. All right, game two.
I'm trying some weird stuff. I'm gonna see if it does anything. I don't know if it's going to. Sided out 4 cards.
Ooh,
for your
wow.
information.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this can go a variety of ways. All
All
of
right.
which
All right. Game two.
differ up.
Okay, so you make me go first again.
That's what I have learned from your viewers is what to do.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? That's fine. That's okay. All right, your turn.
Okay. Have to think here. We're gonna just set some cards.
A lot of back row.
It's a fair bit.
Go ahead and put some pressure on.
Ooh,
Gonna Gale Lizard.
Okay.
Battle. You know what? Let's try and get some damage in.
I
Response?
will. I'll allow it.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. I gotta
Alright.
save my cards for your good stuff.
That's fair. That is fair.
Okay. Guessing you have those Karibos in hand. So we're gonna go ahead and set this. We're just gonna repeat what happened earlier.
Right. Okay.
I know you have the Karibos, buddy. I know you do.
I'm gonna go
So
ahead
I'm
and
holding out.
put a card. Oh, enter battle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. What are we running into?
All right.
The Koichi. Okay. I don't mind that. Keeping you off monsters is not that bad. Okay, Mitch is alright. Yeah, never mind. No!
Oh wow, you devious little creature, you, huh?
Okay.
Devious little creature.
Devious indeed.
I see how it is. I set that, and then it's pretty early on, but we're actually gonna do it already.
Ooh, okay.
And we're gonna bring back the Dekoichi.
Right.
Then sack it off. Pop that.
Alright, well, I might as well do it now. I'm gonna go and activate Zero Gravity.
Oh, putting it to defense, huh? Okay. Alright. That is... Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and...
Sack.
You know it! Here's Jinzo!
There the boy is.
There the boy is, indeed. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and... Alright, we're just gonna enter back.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Jinzo is a hell of a card, I'll say that.
Yeah, I wish I got that. That'd be pretty good for my deck.
No, I 100% agree. It's like one of the cards that you want to see.
Yeah.
Alrighty. It is nerve-wracking the fact that I know that you have access to Gale Lizard.
Well, you'd be able to tribute off again.
Yeah.
You're gonna get to that point probably, so it probably doesn't even matter.
Let's see. Is this Gale Lizard? No, Dekoichi.
Another
Okay.
Koichi.
I'm gonna keep drawing.
We're digging for it.
Yeah, you're digging for sure.
Digging in the crack.
Shadowbow Born's a hell of a card you chose to play with this deck. I mean, I get it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
For a second, I
right
thought you were gonna be
now,
playing Twisted Personality. I think that's what it's called. The burn one.
Nah,
but-
I'm not big it.
I guess not, you know. Kudos to you. Alright.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing still the best I can do right now.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Okay. You know what? We'll go ahead. We'll Karibo here.
Yep.
And I'm sure you know what this is. Scarab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. My
You'll
goodness.
see why Jinzo is a super annoying card.
Dude,
Into it.
okay, so let's talk. So one thing you should know is that for a very long time, Jinzo was a card that was restricted. I believe it was put to 1 per deck, and it's for the very fact that
Yeah.
it's such an incredible treat monster. Like, as you know, like
Yeah.
in early Yu-Gi-Oh, like all of GOAT era, it's like one of those cards where like, god damn it, I really don't want to run into it, because you really do feel like the impact of it, and and I hate to tell you this, but I ended up pulling 2 copies of Jinzo. Not only that, but I ended up pulling a copy of Grand Merc the Rock Monarch. So my Monarch strategy is kind of fucking insane. And also, I think you forgot, but I also have a copy of Dark Ruler Hadez. So that was my roster for my tribute monsters. It's pretty nutty.
Yeah. You can see why it was a little annoying to deal with Jinzo here.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so give me a second. I'm going to put you on screen right now. There we go. Okay. You are on screen now, buddy.
So, as you guys can all see, this deck is pretty hard countered by Jinzo.
Yeah.
A lot of traps. Of traps here. I can sort of give you my mentality going out throughout the duels. I did have a couple side cards here to try to help with it,
Yeah.
but they either too late or just didn't show up at all.
Mm-hmm.
So what I ended up doing was I'm still running the similar tribute deck. My cards aren't as good as Topsy's. It's been like that the entire season, so don't get on my ass about that. But I tried. This is the best I can do, and this is Bichuzuri and Gale Lizard are my only monster removal.
Yeah, I can see that.
So that is all I got there. Trying my best.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of feels like I can't really compete.
Yeah, okay.
Bit.
So one thing I'm noticing right now is that you took a more aggro path with your Monarch strategy. I took a more control path with mine.
Yeah.
And it's very noticeable. Because throughout the duels, I was doing everything I could in my power to keep you off monsters. Because I know that's one of the biggest weakness of the Monarch strategy. I love the Monarch strategy. It's a super fun deck. Me and you play a lot of Edison together, a lot of GOAT together. So we both know how to play these decks really well. And The thing is, yeah, not having the monster removal really bit you in the ass. And you know what? I can't even blame you on that because it's not that common. Like, you have the Midget Areas that I don't, but I decided to play the Pac-Man strategy in addition to my Monarch deck. So that's what ended up helping me a lot more. But I mean, overall, I like the deck you're running up with. Pretty much for me, it's if I didn't see some of my back row and or my Sphere Karibos, I would have gotten really screwed over just because it's very aggressive what you're doing. But as you mentioned, Jinzo is a really annoying card to have to deal with, especially when I had two copies of it. So I can't fault you on that one.
So what I was going to do to try to stop your Pac-Man strategy is I sided in 2 final attack orders.
I kind of dig that.
So if you were to put them into attack after you flip them, they're going to stay there.
I can see the Mind Crush too, to kind of try and read the Jinzo potential.
Yeah, well, this time I thought you were going to roll up with Relinquish, so I'm like, okay, if he activates a skill, I activate Mind Crush.
That works still, yeah.
The Relinquish. And then also the Ladybug's another one in there. Yeah.
You're putting respect on it now or no?
Yeah, not really. No. but I mean, I can hit it. So if it's like becoming an issue, I can get rid of it before it becomes a bigger one. Wild Tornado, I sided in for the Twister. Just if you were to pop this, at least I have a way to remove it.
Yeah.
I still think it works through Jinzo because it's to be activated from the graveyard.
It should still work.
I'm not too sure. So I was like, maybe he'll pop it. He's running the Locust. He knows I have a fair bit of back row.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you have Jinzo, you're not really afraid of it. So,
true. Very true.
That did that. And then just in case you're running up, I was like, okay, so he's playing Jinzo, so maybe I side in the Spellcaster because he might be playing spells, but no, you're not. You're still running a bunch of traps.
Yes, I am.
I thought was super interesting with the Jinzo. So I kind of just like with the side, I couldn't really do much there. And then I sided in Beatdown.
Oh,
so if you were playing another deck that was very aggro, I side this, and then my tributes become bigger than yours. Yeah, so I can out the Jinzo that way. But I'd have to be able to get my tributes out on the field, and there's too much monster removal for me to even really do it, to be fair. So it's not the worst skill. I preferred having the
Shadow Reborn,
Monster Reborn, and then bringing back one of these guys for a tribute summon, or just bringing back the Dark Triceratops or something.
No, I mean, I think the deck. I think it's a cool deck. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you what I was working with now. As you can see, I ended up rolling up with this right here, and this is a monstrosity. I will admit that. As I mentioned, these are some crazy Monarch monsters that I have access to, but in addition, I prioritize having monster removal, so that's why we have the Gale Lizard and the Old Vindictive Magician alongside 3 copies of Scarabs, the Locust, and of course the Dislakuta. This is what I was alluding to when I talked to you about my Pac-Man package. I only have 1 Lakuta, that's it. I have a playset of like all these other guys. Okay. But yeah, in addition, I went ahead and decided, fuck it, no Dust Tornadoes for me then. And went ahead and went balls deep with the Sphere Karibo. I have the Shallow Graveyard here because like most of the monsters that I want to revive are going to be good with flip summons. And yes, as you alluded to, my back row, I have a lot of trap cards still. For the very reason that when I did test hands with this deck, I did realize that sometimes it would take me a while before I can go ahead and establish a Monarch of sort. So I needed ways to protect all my Pac-Man cards in order, because if I'm able to protect them a good amount, I'll eventually get to my Monarch monster and I'm able to deal with the board like really effectively. Because if I have a field of like Locust, Scarab, and Dislakuta, like I'm popping a back row, popping a monster, and drawing a card every single turn, and that's pretty damn effective. So I was really happy with that. As you can see for the side deck, I do have the Absorbing Jars right here. I don't know if you got any copies of this card.
I do have, I think, at least 1.
Okay, so my thought process here is that, man, Bear sure loves setting his back row, and this would be fucking dreadful if I flipped this over on you. Lucky for you, you went ahead and popped it before it did anything. After this episode, Bear, I feel like there's more stuff we need to go ahead and fix with the current ban list. And I'm sure you agree with me.
Just to even out, not even because it's broken, just because I literally pull garbage.
All right.
Not garbage, but this deck was literally the best I could probably come up with in terms of like a new strategy.
Damn.
This was the best I could do, 100%. And even the people trying to help me like realize that too. Like I was playing all of my good stuff. What you
Okay.
saw is literally all of my good stuff.
Damn.
And it
Okay.
still could not compete.
That's rough. Okay. So my first suggestion right now, Bear, is we go ahead and put Jinza to 1 immediately.
I was gonna say Jinzo and Floodgate.
Ooh. You know what?
You pick which one you want.
You know what, Bear? That's fine. We can put Floodgate and Jinza to 1. We'll put both those guys to 1. We did talk about this, but Heavy Metal Raider, the skill, we're gonna go ahead and unban that just because we're able to play it correctly now on yugioh.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and get that unrestricted. I'm thinking that we should probably remove Security Orb off the ban list. We had it at 3. I don't think it's that big of a deal now.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Did you want to hit Sphere Karibo? It's currently at 3.
I think Sphere Karibo at 3 is fine.
Okay. Okay, so that's the main changes we have right now. Unless you've considered anything else.
What do we have at 2 right now?
So currently at 2 we have, I believe it's Floodgate Trap Hole and Relinquished and Floodgate Trap Hole. We have those cards at 2 right now. And we're planning on moving Floodgate to 1 now.
Just to spite you even more, why don't we put Metal Reflect Slime at 2 also?
Ooh. Okay. We could definitely do that. Put it to 2. That's interesting.
Just so it's not like a freebie in every deck you have, I guess.
I get it. Okay. So changes so far are Jinzo Floodgate Trap Hole to 1, Metal Reflect Slime to 2. We are moving Security Orb off the list and Heavy Metal Raider off the list. Sound about
You
right?
want to add Gale Lizard to 2? Make it even harder for you?
Boy, trying to fucking do it in my deck.
Oh yeah, I'm massacring you.
Man.
You don't have, since I'm just bringing you down to my level.
Sure. Gale is such a 2, why not? Alright, guys.
You're not having those Gale Lizards in that Relinquished deck.
Alright, guys. In the comment section below, give us your thoughts. Do you agree with these changes? Any other changes do you guys suggest? Let us know. And we'll definitely take those in consideration for future episodes. But yeah, with that, guys, this was an awesome episode. Team Topsy keeps winning. And Bear, tell your little Avengers that they gotta try a little harder to beat me next time.
Oh no, you gotta make better packs with better rarities. That's that.
Hey, skill issue, buddy.
Yeah, sure.
Bro, I'm becoming the own villain of my own series. Simo ass.
Doing my best, guys. Sorry for letting you down, but doing my best.
Oh man. Alright, guys. And with that, this concludes another episode of the SpeedDuel Progression Series. Stay tuned for next week when we release another episode. But yeah, with that, I had a great time. I don't know about you, Bear, but I did. And
yeah, it was so fun.
Alright. And we'll catch you at the next episode, guys. Peace.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, buddy.